Hello, everyone. Back to Mike's Place, courtesy of St. Louis Bourbon Society. It is a Friday. It is beautiful outside, chilly, but beautiful. And today I want to pull a sample from I sort of have an inventory of little sample bottles like this, or as my friend Shana calls it, handshakes. And one that Shana gave me recently is Little Book Chapter 5, the 21 release. I am not a Little Book aficionado, nor a hater. I've never had it. So today, something brand new in my glass. Little Book Chapter 5. And thank you, Shana, for this sample. So, real quick. Wow. Again, you know my method maybe by now. I have a 2-1-0 method of rating things, and I have my little tasting booklet from Heaven Hill. Thank you very much. And I look at three things: the palate, the nose, the finish. I'm not really obsessed with color, although others might be. Not my thing. So I'm going to go through this really quick and give you my impressions of Little Book Chapter 5. First time having any Little Book product. I know it's Jim Beam rather. I am a Knob Creek fan. I love Bookers, so there's no reason why I wouldn't, I think, enjoy Little Book. So here we go. Oh, the nose is fantastic. Ooh, it's zingy, citrusy. Holy moly. It's very sweet. When I was a kid, which is a while back, we'd go to Sears and there would be a peanut cart with peanuts and candy by the pound, half pound, quarter pound. And my mom would always get a little quarter pound bag of those orange slices covered in sugar. And that's what I get out of the nose here. Candied sugar. Vanilla. I mean, again, I'm not unusual in a bourbon to get vanilla, right? Or caramel, right? But a lot of orange or citrus flavors in the palate. In the nose, I'm so confused today. So the nose, it's not super complex. I really like it. I'm going to give it a 1. Again, 1 means expected. 2 is ridiculously awesome. A 0 means it's not there. So a 1. And let's go for the palate. That is liquid happiness. Wow. The citrus, the orange comes across. I like when the nose and the palate match. It's very sweet initially. There's some heat. There's something else in there. It's an almond flavor. Do you guys remember ever having those little windmill cookies? They're like a ginger snaps almost, with slivered almonds in them. They aren't super snappy. They aren't super bright and sharp and spicy, but they have that sort of cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger flavor, sugar cookie flavor. But with the almond slivers in there, I'm getting that as well. It's a strong memory of being a kid and biting into one of those windmill cookies. I'm going to give it a 2, the palate. It definitely is interesting and complex. And when I get memories like that, this bourbon is doing something different for me, for my palate, maybe not for yours. I always want to preface this by saying, my taste is my taste. I could be right or wrong or indifferent. It's how I take it. So lastly, it's the finish. Back in again. I like that the heat hits, but it subsides, and it's a very gentle. It's like being in a candy store. There's some milk chocolate. There's the almond flavor again, and there's that bright sort of citrus-like flavor happening in the finish. So a 2 for the finish. So this guy gets a 5. Oops, dropped something. In my little book here. In my little book. So little book 5 gets a 5. And I didn't expect that, but it sort of makes sense. That is a nice pour. Shayna, thank you again for this. Really like it. Really appreciate it. I know it was in the shelves a couple months ago. It went fast. I didn't buy any because, you know, when I see $120, $125 for a bourbon I've never had, but it's hyped, I'm a little cautious. And so I'm glad that somebody else took the risk and shared a pour with me. So thanks again. Guys, in the spirit, SLBS, have a great weekend. And I will see you all next week for some more bourbon fun.